Well, hello, friends. Welcome to season 2, episode, I don't even know, like, let's say 4 or 5, anyway, episode 4 or 5 of the Great American Stampin' Show. This week, we are using embossing folders. Embossing folders. Now, before I can get started, I need to tell congratulations to Jodi. She won last week, and I'm so happy for her. She had a great card. I think it wasn't really last week, but I think the last round where we did designer series paper, I think that was the closest round we've had. I mean, we had some really great projects there. So congratulations to Jodi. Now, I need to tell you, be sure you are on an email list, whether it is mine, Jodi, Brandy, or Shannon's. Be on an email list because the Gas Girls have a fun event coming up, and we are going to be sending out an email about it in the upcoming week, and you are going to want to know about it. So make sure there's a link that you can sign up for my email in the description. So make sure that you do that. Also, I'm leaving in the morning to go to Houston for the Stampin' Up! Convention. We call it On Stage. Cannot wait. It's going to be so fun, and all 4 of the Gas Girls are going to be together. So you know we're going to get a picture for you, right? So with that, let's get started stamping. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so I told you we're working with embossing folders. The embossing folder that I chose is the Layering Florals embossing folder. Now, this is what I want you to see with this folder. It's a 3D folder, so it's going to give you a little bit of a deeper imprint. The paper I chose is Vellum cardstock. Now, take a look at this. This is just a regular piece of Vellum cardstock. Okay, you can see how it's thick, but it's not as thick as paper because you can certainly see through it. This is what happens when you use Vellum cardstock and an embossing folder. Are you ready? The magic of Julie, what you get is, ta-da! You guys, isn't that beautiful? Like, I think I could stop right here and just be like, okay, I feel like I won. But there's a couple things I want to point out. First of all, Vellum embosses differently than cardstock. A couple reasons for that. One, it's a different type of paper. But two, the fibers that break, when they break by going through that embossing folder and that pressure, white is revealed. So Vellum is always going to emboss with this beautiful, beautiful white outline. And so that's what I love about it. Now, I know there's lots of different techniques with embossing folders, but this is quick and easy. You simply use Vellum with the embossing folder. Now, a problem that I'm going to solve for you is this, because I am going to amp this up a little bit. I know that we have beautiful blends, the alcohol-based markers that we have, and we all love them. But these guys are lonely. You remember them? These are our Stampin' Right markers, and these are water-based markers. Remember, blends, alcohol-based, these water-based. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip my Vellum over, and I'm going to do the debossed side. Okay, that's the side that has the deep valleys in it. And I'm going to start coloring the back of that. Now I'm going to just color in using these water-based markers. I'm just going to color in the flowers and all the images. Okay, you can watch me do this one. Don't worry, you're not going to have to watch me for hours. I'm going to have some magic of modern video. I don't know how it's going to work, but it's going to work. So going with this magnolia here, I'm just using the brush tip end. A tip with both these and blends, when you use them, okay, you want to make sure that you kind of are coloring on the side, because if you're coloring like this, that tip is going to fray and you're not going to like what happens, okay? You're not going to like what happens. You're not going to be able to use it anymore. That's what happens. You will find that you have a longer life for both your blends. Blender pens are the same way. Blender pens and your markers by kind of focusing on the side. Okay, so there's one flower. I'll show you. I'm going to go in on the inside as well, kind of highlight that yellow, and I'm using Lemon Lolly for that. I'm going to hit my leaves with Lost Lagoon. Now remember, I'm coloring the back side right now. So while you're looking at it and you're like, Julie, that looks kind of sloppy. Once again, Julie, here you are doing something. You're competing against super great, talented stampers in Jodi and Shannon and Brandy. And Julie, I don't feel like you're bringing your A game. Well, you know what, people, have some faith in your girl, Julie. Because I'll tell you what, I may not win much, but you know what I do consistently? I come in second. I am the consistent first loser of the Great American Stamp Show. And then I am going to go to Highland Heather and just take some of these other flowers. I'm not going to color all the flowers in, but just take some of these other ones and I'm going to outline them. So this is going to give us a really soft look. Now, if you are underwhelmed at this point, just stay with it because you're going to miss something fantastic if you don't. In fact, hold on because it's getting ready to happen right now. And magic. Okay, so see, all of that is colored. Now, you're like, Julie, all of it is not colored. Can you not tell? Well, okay, I know some of it isn't colored, but I did that on purpose because I wanted them to stay white. And I know right now you're thinking, Julie, I just think you're kind of lazy and you just didn't want to color them. And that's right, too. Both of these are right. Okay, so this is the backside still. And you can tell, looking at it, it looks like, I mean, like maybe a semi-talented middle schooler colored it. But watch this. When you flip it over, look at that. Look at that detail. It almost looks crystallized, doesn't it? I mean, it is stunning, stunning. So you know what? We love you blends. You are fancy. You are like the Ivy League of markers. But guess what? My public school markers, buddy, they are right here holding their own still. So don't you forget about them because this is a great technique to use your Stampin' Right markers on. Now, of course, I have to finish the card for you, right? So let's do it. So what I'm going to do is mat this on a piece of fresh fuchsia. Is it fresh fuchsia? No, it is not. It is... Yes, it is. Fresh fuchsia. Look at there. It's fresh fuchsia. Now watch what happens when you take this and you mat it. See how it pops it even more? You guys, that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now I want to show you something. Okay, and look up close here. You see how my edge here is? Come on, let's get it here. Where is it? Well, it's okay, there we go. Good. You can see it really well right there. It's a little bit rough. So this is because I have been putting my Stampin' Trimmer through the wringer. Tip, if you have a rough edge and you don't have a new blade yet, well, first of all, you should always keep some new blades. But take your sanding block and just lightly sand over it and look, cleans it right up. So now you know. Problem number, I don't know, this is probably problem number 78 that I've solved for you here. Right now, somebody's saying, Julie, how do you adhere vellum? It's so hard to adhere vellum. So I'm going to give you a tip for this, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I know I'm going to have a sentiment going right about here. So I'm going to make sure that I put a big blob, I just refilled this, of adhesive there. Because I know that sentiment's going to cover it, okay? Because, yeah, you can see it, but don't worry, the sentiment's going to cover it. But now, here's my other tip. I'm going to go in each of the corners with my glue dots. Because here's the thing, okay? These corners where the marker is, I can put a glue dot there and it's not going to show. What? Yeah, you heard me. Okay. Put a glue dot there. It's not going to show. I'm going to go over to this corner with this flower. Got a glue dot there. See, I'm just sticking the glue dot down on that and pulling up and the glue dot stays. And then this one's going to be a little bit trickier because there's really not anywhere to hide it, but I think I'll put it behind that texture of the leaf or the bloom, and I think that'll probably hide it. Okay, so let's mat this now, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. You really are not going to be able to see the adhesive at all, which I think is a big win. Look at that. Look at that. You guys, I mean, it is stunning. It is stunning, even in real life, so much better. Okay, I'm going to mat this on thick white cardstock, and I'm going to have a ribbon. So let me take the ribbon. I chose the silver and white ribbon. This is a online exclusive, so you'll find it online, not in the catalog. Guys, let me tell you something. Get used to online exclusives because they're not going anywhere. And we just released, gosh, I mean like 4 pages filled with new stamps, accessories, just some really, really great stuff. I know you've seen the zinnia and the coffee all over, right? You've seen those stamp sets. Well, online exclusives, that's where you'll find them. So make sure you look on at the catalog. So, okay, so I've got this, and don't worry, it's going to be fine, okay? I'm going to go on and adhere it to the white so this ribbon stays. And I know you're like, Julie, you could just use Scotch tape. I could, but the Scotch tape is downstairs. And do you think that the girl who didn't color all her flowers in, because she may or may not be a little lazy, is going to walk downstairs to get the Scotch tape? Correct. Correct. All right, so we've got that. I have my sentiment here. I got this from the Nested Essentials dies, and I've already die cut it. I'm going to use Highland Heather, which is the color of the little flowers there that I colored in. And the stamps that I'm going to use, do you sense a theme here? Okay, online exclusive, Comforting Thoughts. Have you guys seen this set? Oh my word. Okay, first of all, cancer sucks. And my mom would be mad at me for saying sucks in front of all the people, but I just did. I love this one. I don't have all the right words to say, but I do have lots of love to give. There's no good card for this. I wish I could make this better. You guys, such great sentiments here, and sentiments that I have not ever seen before. And so I really like that. So I'm using thinking of you, praying for you, and hoping with you. I'm just gonna ink that up right here. Let's see if I got it straight or not. One never knows. Okay, not bad. It is not bad. And I'm gonna stick with it. I'm not gonna go to the magic side. See, magic paper. I'm not gonna do that because I think when I get the ribbon and everything on, it's gonna look really good. Ooh, tip number 5,407. Let me tell you this one. You know how sometimes it's hard to slide your ink pads, especially colors you don't use a lot? Get some chapstick, put it down the sides. Y'all, it'll go like butter. There you go, tip number 5,870. All right, I'm gonna mount this with dimensionals, and I'm just gonna tear my edges off of dimensionals because waste not, want not, right? You guys, I'm so excited about Houston tomorrow. I know I told you about it already, but I really am excited. It's going to be fun. And all the guest girls are going to be there. We'll get a picture for y'all. Okay, thinking of you, praying for you, hoping with you. And now I'll take a little bit more of my ribbon. And by a little bit more, you know, I mean as much as I want. I don't know why it does that. Because you know, life's too short to fight with ribbon. And I'm just going to tie a bow right here. And the bow. I like this ribbon. I think it ties pretty. I think it holds its shape well. Even with the finagling of it, I really like it. I don't think it's too thick, but I think it's thick enough to make a statement. It's just right. Okay, trim, get that pretty angle, give it a haircut. Oh, you guys, y'all, that is a pretty card. That is a pretty card. So that is my technique for you with an embossing folder. I hope you like it, and I hope you vote for me. Look at me, I'm gonna play with this bow all night long. I hope you vote for me. I really do. Okay, so what did you think? Here, I'm gonna show you one more time because I really, really would love to be in first place this time. Look how pretty. Look how pretty that is. So I hope you liked it. So I have a few things I want to share with you, all right? I mentioned at the beginning that we are going to have an amazing gas event coming your way. Stay tuned this week because it's going to go out in the emails, all the information about it. So you want to make sure that you're on an email list. Be on the email list of Jodi, Brandy, Shannon, or me. But be on one of our email lists so you can find out about our great gas event coming up because it's going to be so fun. I can't wait. I want to tell you now, but we have a few details to iron out. The other thing that I want to tell you is if you are going on the Great American Stampin' Cruise, look, it's a surprise. We've got our stickers and they are headed your way. I'm going to be sending you guys cards, those who signed up with me to go, and you're going to get your first little surprise, a Great American Stampin' Cruise sticker. I guess it's not really a surprise now though, because I just showed all the world on the YouTube. So anyway, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so what can you do? Well, vote for the project you like best. I hope it's mine. Watch the other videos. You'll find links to that in the description. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I would love for you to share my channel with your friends. I may not be the best stamper, but I think I'm the most fun. Well, funny anyway, because I make mistakes all the time. Anyway, share with your friends. Sign up for my email list. Join my Facebook group, Stamp and Shine with Julie Salva. Why am I called Stamp and Shine? Because when we stamp, we're going to put a little bit of light into the dark places. So hey guys, thanks so much for stopping by. Watch the other videos. Vote for the one you like best. And I'll see you soon on the Great American Stampin' Show. Bye-bye.